Hello everybody, welcome back to another video on my channel, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Brooke, or Baby Sims on all of my socials, and today we are building the second lot on this 2 house 1 lot build that I started a couple days back. Now, I do want to give you guys a little bit of a disclaimer, so be careful downloading this from the gallery. I finished building this lot, uploaded it to gallery, switched saves, and then went back to the save, and it wouldn't let me open the save. So basically what it was doing was it would let me open the save, but when I tried to click on Windenburg, which is where we're building this at, or this is built at, it would just white screen me and then crash. So yeah, that was fun. And I didn't know why it was doing that. So then I got a couple last exception files and I sent it into Deadpool's Discord server. And I actually was told there that it is some type of like game-breaking bug with for rent that a lot of people are experiencing, where basically your residential rental lot corrupts and you can't open the save with that in it. So I realized that this had to be it, because this was the only this is the most recent lot I built and it wasn't doing that before. So, and since it's a for rent bug and this is obviously the most recent rental I built and most recent build, it had to be this one. So I had to kind of recover and revert my save back to before, when I didn't have this placed or built yet. So yeah, that happened. So be careful downloading this. It doesn't happen to everybody. I know I've downloaded residential rentals before and that hasn't happened, and I've built many by now and that hasn't happened yet, but just be careful. And if that does happen to you and you download any residential rental or my one or this one, all you have to do is just recover your save. When you go into select like a save, so when you're on like the main menu when the game first opens and you're selecting a save, click on the save that has the corrupt build, and there should be like a save button with an arrow on it, kind of in the, I think it's bottom right corner-ish, when you click on it, and then it says recover save, and then go back to before you placed it, and it should be fine. That's what I did at least, and everything worked fine. I don't know why it did that. Have no idea, and I honestly am too scared to try to replace it and figure out if it's the lot or if it was just a weird glitch that happened. I am too scared to find out, but I maybe will in a testing save or something. I'm just a little scared, so I am not going to do it maybe for a little while. But I just want to make sure you guys know to be very careful downloading this, because that happened to me and I wouldn't want that to happen to you guys. So yeah. Anyways, hi, hello, welcome back to another video. Yeah, we are building the second lot on here in Windenburg. So even if you guys can't place this, I hope you enjoyed the video anyway. Or maybe you can, I don't know, maybe it was just a weird glitch that happened to me, because this has never happened to me before and I've obviously placed many rentals by now, so I don't know. Just give it a try, let me know what happens. I told you how to fix it if something goes wrong, so yeah. However, if you're too scared to try it, I completely understand, because me too. But yeah, so as you can see, this is the house on the left. There is a house on the right, which was my last video, and this house is actually one that, like the one that's next to it, I actually graphed this one out, or architected, what's the right word, like designed, I don't know, floor planned, something like that. Anyway, I took a notebook, graph paper notebook, and I drew out this house before I built it. I just really like the idea of doing that. I like it, it's fun, and I've enjoyed doing that since I was a kid, so that is what I did with this build especially, and the one next to it. So yeah, I had a lot of fun doing that, and I think this house turned out really cool looking. The color scheme is a little weird, so if you guys didn't know this about me, I am the most indecisive person in the world, and when I'm left to pick my own color scheme for builds, it almost always gonna be beige and white. Okay, that's how to tell if I picked the color scheme of a build, if it's beige and white. But I actually recently decided to do something a little different, where I made like a color wheel, basically, or not a wheel, but like a randomized wheel, and I select different colors from that. Like I basically just spin it a couple times and whatever comes out. I spin a solid color, as in white, black, brown, gray, beige, you know, and then I pick a rainbow color, you know, like red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, pink. And then I mix those together, make the color scheme, and then I actually do a third wheel, which is the vibrancy of the rainbow color. So dark, pastel, or like, you know, neither, in the middle, neutral. So yeah, I spin for all of those things, and for this one we actually got white and pastel purple for the color scheme of this build. So for a family home, that's a little weird. I feel like that's kind of out there, but I like it. So I think it looks pretty good. And also I do that for the kids' bedrooms as well. I will randomize the color scheme. For example, the teenagers' room in this build randomized to be orange, and it was like a pastel-y light, actually no, I think it was vibrant orange that I got. So you'll see that when we get to the kids' bedroom, which is quite something. And here I am struggling to do the upstairs floor plan, because even though I graphed this one out on graph paper, I kind of changed a lot of things, so the upstairs did not match what I had planned anymore, which keeps happening to me. This is the third build I graphed out and the upstairs didn't work out because I clearly don't know how to dimension things properly. But I figured it out in the end, and there ends up being 3 bedrooms in this house that I'm trying to figure out the layout of right now. So sorry that you have to watch me suffer through this. And another thing I spin for as well is the floor color. So obviously for this one I span and we got brown, I think is the color scheme we got for the floors. And yeah, so I'm currently working on another build right now, because once this one decided to crap out on me and break my save, I did not want to rebuild this lot. I didn't want to try again. I didn't want to try replacing it, so I just moved on and started building another lot in the same neighborhood in Windenburg. And for that one I got kind of a cool color scheme as well. It's like brown and blue, but like pastel blue, and then the floor color was gray. So gray floors, brown furniture with like light blue accents. Wild. It's super fun. It's really helping me with my creativity and color palettes and different things like that, and it's making me do things I usually wouldn't do, because as I said earlier, like if it was up to me, every build would be like either black and white or beige and white, because that's pretty much the only color schemes I know, besides the fact I built a couple coastal kind of where they're like beige, white, and blue. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not that creative for color schemes, and I don't like using the like apps like Coolers, Coolers is an app that gives you a random color scheme, but they give you very weird ones, and using stuff like that is kind of weird because it gives you exact colors. And as we know, The Sims 4 is very hard to match certain colors because we don't have a color wheel, we're kind of stuck with swatches. So when they give you exact colors like that, it's really hard to match them. Almost impossible, I find. So I just kind of do it my way, and then whatever fits the theme that I think goes in my head for that color is the theme that I went with. And I actually changed the layout of this house a little bit. So the downstairs was kind of the same layout as the one next to it, where the kitchen was on that side, left or right wall there, living room in front of it, dining room in the back. But the living room was so narrow and weirdly shaped, and I hated it. So I ended up switching the dining room to living room, which makes the dining room kind of massive, but the living room very small, but yet I think it looks good. So yeah, as you can see, I'm now starting to put in our little light purple touches with this little light purple welcome mat, which I think I ended up changing with one of the for rent ones, which I did, okay. Which is cool. I like that a lot. And I probably should change the flowers. I think I do near the end of the build to be light purple, because I realized that yellow has no place in this home. So yeah. And also one thing I did in this build, which maybe is weird, maybe is cool, I put one of the light switches from the bathroom clutter kit next to the front door on the outside as to act like a doorbell. Don't know what you guys think about that idea. It came to me when I was doing it and I did it. I don't know how to feel about it. Me, in my Sims gameplay, I use way too much CC, as in not a single tiny little particle of original game is in my builds when I build with CC, as in not walls, not floors, not doors, not anything. So I actually do have a doorbell. I have Lot 51's smart doorbell mod, and it's like a ring doorbell. Yeah, my Sims have that. Sometimes it's really annoying. It wakes up the toddlers and the babies whenever someone random decides to come and ding dong at your door. Super fun, but I like it. So yeah, and now we are just furnishing the entryway, and I use this mirror that I love from Seasons, and just some clutter on this little table from the base game, and some purple flowers from Debug Wedding Stories, because purple, obviously. And I'm doing my typical entryway type of furniture, and now I'm wishing that door came in different swatches. I like the black door, I'm trying to use that door for most of my builds in Windenburg, but the window, like the stained glass, not so great colors. it's the way it goes. But yeah, I put this little bench in. I don't remember where that's from. I think Cats and Dogs, and I don't remember where that curtain's from either. I want to say maybe Wedding Stories. I don't know. But yeah, I'm just kind of painting different things, and now you're gonna see me kind of mess around with this space here. So as you can see, I started off making it into a living room, but then I decided, that's a weird shape for a living room, so it ends up getting changed, but I put the curtains down because they are gonna stay. So yeah. And I think I ended up doing the kitchen first, which I use just these white cabinets or counters and cabinets from Dream Home Decorator, which has pretty much my favorite counters and cabinet set in the game. I do also really like the Home Chef Household ones though. I think they're really nice. But you can kind of see my thought process here of me changing the living room because I want to have bar stools in the kitchen, right? But this living room was so weird and narrow that I would not be able to fit anything in that living room at all, and it was just kind of a weird shape. It didn't feel right to me, so I ended up moving it because I just didn't like it. And plus, where the fireplace was sunken in, you could only see TV if you sat on the couch and not the chairs. It was just weird. I didn't like it, so I ended up changing the whole thing because I was just not in the mood for this to be this tiny living room, and it was just a weird space too. Like, if you try to move out of one of those bar stools, you are definitely not pushing all the way out. You're hitting the couch. So not fun. But I thought, you know what, why not just change it to over here? I did in fact get rid of the window because no one wants a TV above or under their window. That's horrible for glare. So yeah, and while this isn't like the ideal living room layout either, it's definitely better than the one I had over there. It is really tiny and it's kind of weird shaped, and the chairs wouldn't really go the way I wanted them to go, so I had to move them around, and it's tight with the door, and it's just the whole thing. But I do end up liking how it turned out, and I think that it's cute. So now I'm putting these little purple pillows on with a little beige accent one. Beige is not in our color scheme, but it is now because I wanted those pillows and I couldn't bring myself to use just purple. Now, when I started doing this color scheme with the purple and white, I was thinking maybe of turning this into like a university housing type of thing, or just a couple roommates, maybe a couple girl best friends, but then I thought, why can't a family home be purple, you know? Maybe the mom decorated this house, or the dad, or the youngest teenage daughter, maybe whoever decorated the house was purple. I mean, my boyfriend's favorite color is purple. He'd probably decorate our house like this, and I wouldn't be mad about it, because I also like purple, but, you know how it is. But yeah, I'm just kind of cluttering up this little console table, which I never really do. I feel like when I do living rooms, I always put a fireplace in them because I use them a lot in gameplay in the wintertime for coziness and awesomeness. But I end up using a TV stand because, I don't know, it just felt like the right thing to do. And I'm putting a little pet pull down because I feel like 1 in every like 3 people have pets. You know what I mean? It has to be that type of thing, right? Everybody has a pet. I don't know anybody who doesn't have a pet in real life. Like, I really don't. So I tend to always put pets in my Sims houses because, I don't know, pets are so common in the real world. Like, I feel like everybody has a cat or a dog or a lizard or a bunny or a hamster or fish even, you know what I mean? So everybody has a pet of some sort, and I like to incorporate that. However, it's been a very long time since I incorporated any of the My First Pet stuffed animals in my Sims builds. I can't remember the last time I put like a hamster or a rat or what is the other one? Porcupine, hedgehog? I don't even know. And there's a void critter one too, but it's like a porcupine, hedgehog, one of those things. It's been a while since I incorporated one of those, but it's just because the tanks, or not the tank, but you know, the cages are in the worst possible color schemes ever. They're like neon orange and reds and blues. It's not good. It's not good. I don't like it. I'm a very neutral, sad beige baby kind of girl, and the vibrant colors just don't work. But maybe in kids' rooms, but then again, I don't know. I grew up with a hamster. In fact, I've had 6 throughout my life, and no, I did not kill them. People always make that joke. I'm like, oh, I've had so many hamsters in my life. And they're like, oh my god, wow, have you gone through so many? They live like 2 years. I've had one basically my whole life, only until like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, I didn't have one. Yeah, I always liked them. They were cool, but I didn't have big extortionate cages like that were like giant things. I don't know. I had regular size rodent cages. Or, yeah, hamsters are considered rodents. I don't know. I feel like rodent is specifically mouse and rat, but it's not. So, I don't know. I'm not even talking about it anymore. Anyway, I pretty much just finished the living room, dining room, and kitchen area. So now I am just moving on to putting in light fixtures and little decorations here and there that are interesting and make it look a little less bare in here. And I don't remember if I put anything on the fireplace, but apparently I do. So now we are moving on to the half bathroom that is just off of the dining room here. And I ended up kind of using the same exact furniture for every bathroom, and it's this cabinet that I use in the kitchen from Dream Home Decorator, purple towel, cabinet from Parenthood. You get the vibe. And all my bathrooms have ever looked the same, but honestly, they're bathrooms. All bathrooms are gonna look the same anyway. It's just the way it goes. You can't make an original bathroom. Bathrooms all look the same. They're bathrooms. So, and recently I've been actually putting flowers on the counters and when I do bathrooms in this game, because of the fact that every time I watch a sitcom or a show of any kind, they're always like, oh, we need fresh flowers for the bathroom. I've never heard of that. There's no plants in my bathroom. But apparently that's a common thing in real life, so I started doing it. Plus it's plants, and you know what I feel about plants. So yeah, and now I'm just furnishing this little hallway. I use the new archways that we got from that swatch update / item update, I guess, probably about a month back, but I only recently updated my game. Which, speaking of which, I am offline again because an update came out a couple days ago, I think, for, I don't even know. I think it was a laundry list. I don't even know. It was something. Oh, like to get ready for the new event for Christmas or something, which I honestly am not that happy about. I absolutely despise the Reaper event. I think it was such a waste of space and it was so annoying. Maybe some of you found it fun, but I don't play like that, and I know a lot of people do. So I'm not saying that like everybody should hate it because I do, but I really don't like occults. I hate occults in this game. In fact, I don't have any of the occult packs, and even if there's a hint of occult in one, I won't buy it. Except for, actually, I'm kind of hypocritical saying that. I do have Get to Work and Island Living, those come with aliens and mermaids, but I disabled them because I hate occults in this game. I play super realistically. My Sims pay bills and have like a full-on tax-paying mod. Like I play realistically, and I am not in the business of playing with occults. I hate occults. I won't even watch TV shows with them. Like I refuse to watch Stranger Things or anything like that. It's not realistic. I can't do it. I don't have the imagination for it, I guess. I just don't do it. So the Reaper event was really annoying to me because it wanted me to do all these things that I would never do in my own gameplay, but also the pop-up took the entire top left of your screen, and every time you exit out, if you switch to another sim in your household or simply clicked your mouse, it popped right back up again, and it was extremely annoying, and I hated it. And when it was over, I was so happy, and now you're telling me that they're adding one for Christmas, which I might do if it's not going to be stupid like the Reaper's one. I do like the fact they added a hot chocolate tray. That I like. But I don't like this whole event thing. It's feeling very Fortnite Battle Pass. So yeah, that's how I feel about it. It is though, isn't it? Like it's kind of feeling like that. I don't like it. It's not really the vibe for me. I don't really like those I guess it's free, so you're not paying for anything, but you know what I mean? It feels weird to me. Something about it just doesn't feel right to me. But I don't know. I'll see I can't judge before it's even out, but yeah. Speaking of things that are out, Life and Death came out kind of recently. I don't think I'm going to be buying that either. As I said before, I don't like things that have cults in them. Seems like that pack is kind of occulty-ish, has a lot to do with ghosts and the Grim Reaper and things like that. What I would get it for was like the wills and funerals, but I don't like saying this because I know people can't have mods, but I do already have mods for that. I don't know. I hate saying that because like I know there's console players and others people can't get mods, but I'm saying for me personally, I have no need for this pack. It's just not really something, which makes me really sad, honestly. This is the first expansion pack I won't have. Well, actually, I don't have Lovestruck. I want Lovestruck. Lovestruck is expensive. I don't have it yet, but I will be getting it eventually, hopefully. That pack sounds really cool. I really want Lovestruck. That one seems cool. I like that. I like the build buy. I like the gameplay. I like all that. But Life and Death, no. Even when the trailer came out, I watched it and I was like, eh. It didn't sound that interesting to me. Nothing about it clicked with me in my head. I was just like, alright. That's cool, I guess. I don't know. But to be honest, I haven't seen much people play Life and Death. Like, I haven't watched any of the gameplay videos or streams from creators or anything like that. So maybe I'm biased. Like, maybe I just don't know anything about it. I didn't even watch the gameplay trailer, I don't think. I just watched the reveal trailer, and I heard people talking about it on Twitter, and I heard Lil Simsy talking about it before it came out, but I haven't actually watched any of her things that came out recently when it was actually out. So maybe that's my problem. Maybe if I watch a little more, I'll want it, but as it stands at this moment, I don't. So yeah, and here is me right now if you see me switch my CC on and then back off, because I forgot that I downloaded a mod. I don't remember who it's by, but it's called Functional Shower Supplies, and it turns like the bath caddies from the bathroom clutter kit and the base game one to functional items, which in return turns them into CC objects. So basically the whole bathroom clutter kit is almost useless to me because I have multiple mods now that have done that, to the point of I no longer can use the cream, the hair dryer, the bath caddy, or the soap bar. So sorry about that. I don't know how that affects my previous builds. If it for some reason removes them, just remember to click CC on. I didn't know I was going to do that, or else I probably wouldn't have gotten the mod because I haven't even really used it yet. But yeah, that happened. So I'm missing a lot of objects and I can no longer use them, which is one thing that really bothered me about this build, because I tried to upload it and it said I had CC, and I actually downloaded this mod after I built that first house on the right, and I forgot that I used like the soap bars and everything in there, so I had to hunt them down and find them. But at this point I didn't know what objects were counted with that mod and not. So yeah, it took me quite a bit, and I had to even download the tray importer and look through, and it was a whole thing. It was a whole thing, and I ended up finding it. But yeah, now we are doing this little taller bedroom for a little girl, and as I mentioned earlier, I do randomize color schemes. So this one was pale yellow and white, and I accidentally did not record the teenager's bedroom, which you can kind of see a glimpse of there with that vibrant orange color. The reason I didn't record it is because I stopped to take a little break to go get a snack and stuff, so I stopped recording. When I came back, I just started building and completely forgot to press record again, but luckily it was only one room of the house, and here is me returning, and we are now furnishing this taller bedroom, which I thought turned out so cute. But one thing we do need more of in this game is more light yellow toy boxes. Also just more toy boxes in general. I feel like we have so many, but they're in the stupidest colors. Like, I don't know, maybe I'm just mean, but I've been saying a lot of things I don't like. I should talk about things I do like. I do like this room. I think it's super cute. Little me would have loved that. Maybe not the yellow, but I'm not going to complain about it. Yellow, I didn't like yellow as a kid. I liked pink and purple and baby blue, which is what color my room is now, because that's my favorite color. So yeah, but now we are actually moving on to the backyard, which means we are pretty much almost done with this video. But I'm not going to do my voiceover yet, because if you're not new here, you know that I started either way too early or way too late, and I always end up embarrassing myself, which is just such a sin. So yeah, we are now furnishing the backyard. I put down this little tile from I don't even remember what pack, little taller play pool in yellow, of course, a little bonfire pit, and a little table, slide, different things like that. And on the actual balcony there's just a barbecue, some little seating area, and I did end up putting a sandbox, which is gross in real life. I learned recently that they're very gross and you shouldn't have sandboxes because they're riddled with infection. But yeah, I'm bringing pretty close to the end of this video, so thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked, leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more speed builds on my channel, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. So yeah, I think that's it. Alright, goodbye guys.